Greetings, my beautiful kings and queens of you stopping by. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sis Kathy Vet coming to you with another Country Wayne skit from these Country Wayne streets. Let's get into it. Okay, beautiful people, we're going to get back in here and skit Lana with this podcast meeting. When I tell you, um, it's going a little juicy so far. Everybody at the round table trying to give their opinions, saying what they have to say. So we're going to get in here with Am Bam. Amber, she got something to say. Put it on out here, queen. What's your statement? Let's get into it.
Next is Lauren. So you got something that you want to say to this?
I think I'll go last.
What I tell y'all in the first, who spoke when Honey Pie spoke? I said, this girl, I bet you Lauren go last because she thinks she the queen bee. She gonna listen to everybody. You know she's Wayne's girl, so she gonna sum it all up at the end. I knew it.
Okay, well, Amber?
I am really tired of this motion and notion that women can't have emotions. Like, no, emotions are valid, and money is not everything. As much as we want to talk about, let's get our bag, I empathize with Tamara. Because I've been there with you, Wayne. And what I'm tired of is you making people feel like they're disposable. You treat women like we are the pawns on your chessboard.
That's similar to something I said. Because at the end of the day, Wayne, we know these women can be foolish for even getting involved with Wayne. Knowing Wayne's history, not just about the number of children and baby mamas, but just his overall history on how he moves and how he doesn't keep, anyone in his life too long as far as a relationship is concerned. He'll keep them in his life by giving them a job or remaining friends. But at the end of the day, these are women with feelings, whether they were foolish for getting involved or not. You just don't play with women hearts like that. You just don't do it. Watch how you handle God's women, period. I don't care how much you say Jesus is popping. You need to let me see that he's really popping in your life by your actions. And Wayne don't show that. He can be very honest. He can be frank. He can be petty. He can be funny. He's a comedian. I get all that. But the way he moves, he acts as if money is the answer and settles everything. I don't care if you feel like you put them in a better position than where you found them. Their heart's damaged. They're bruised. They still feel some type of way. Don't get into nothing if you don't have pure intentions like that. You just want to test the waters and see how it is. Amber, we know Amber did some raggedy things. How she came into these skits. I could not stand her. She was not one of my favorite people at all. She's changed. She had transformed over the years. She gotten a little better. She went through some things. Wayne was one of those people who she could not get out of her system. She admitted that. She repented for her wrong when it came to sleeping with him up to the day of her wedding. Well, I'm not going to crucify Amber for that when she already repented and asked God to forgive her for that. I'm going to move past that. Everybody deserves to not have their past constantly thrown up in their face for doing wrong. I get it. And that doesn't mean you can't state your opinion just because you've done stuff in the past. We all had. But what has God done to really work and try to make us better, to handle ourselves better than we did in the past, and not have to be charged with the same crime over and over and over again? That's double jeopardy. You can't do that in criminal law. You can't charge a person with a crime twice. So eventually we got to let that go and move forward. Check Wayne. Because regardless of what any of these women may have done in the past, it needs to be said about Wayne. He has to be held accountable too. He want to slide through stuff with a joke. Everything's not funny. In the games you have done, you need your share of karma too, Wayne. Because enough is enough with you.
I understand what you're saying when you're tired of people playing in your face. And I'm also tired of women stabbing each other in the back. Because I too have been through that. And Sheila, it's no shade, but it is what it is. At what point are we as women going to have each other's back? When are we gonna stop going for each other's men? I don't understand that mentality, coming after people's husbands and ex-boyfriends. We're in the same podcast group. Why would you even do that?
I get what you're saying, but Anthony was.
And that has to be something that everybody in here has done something in some way, shape, or form when it comes to, stabbing a woman in the back. Now, I don't know about Honey Pot. From what I remember from her coming in, hurting women as far as sleeping with somebody else's man or something. No, I don't. Because even with D and Momo, she was with him first. Then he started seeing Momo. And then he was trying to get T back. She let him back in, knowing with Momo. I don't know if Momo is totally stabbing Momo in the back. Momo was playing games. T did happen first. But other than that, with these shicey women here, all of them could say they have done that. So, when Amber says this, she has to speak on herself as well. We do have to do better as women. Whether we talked about one another behind their back, and many of us have, said something ill about another woman and she wasn't there to defend herself, little backbiting or whatever. In our ignorance, many of us have done that. And just collectively in general, we have to stop, because men ain't gonna get away with the things that they get away with if we would be a united front and don't allow them to do that and play with us. But it's this competition and thinking that, I want that man, I could be a better woman for him than the next. That crap has to stop. And that's the truth. Whether we did it in the past, we got to learn not to do that no more. We got to look at our past mistakes with that and not do that. That's a good point.
I thought it was my turn to talk, Wayne.
Wayne, nobody got time.
See what I'm saying?
I talk with everybody.
But no, you gave me the floor.
I never paused on nobody, but I'm saying Anthony was saying he have another point of view because he probably talk about what you did.
Wayne, stop it.
Oh, and who was involved in what I did, Wayne? Again, you don't care about people. You don't care about people's lives or their feelings or their hearts or their emotions. All you care about is your money. And you read that Bible all the time, right? Doesn't it say, for the love of money is the root of all evil? Doesn't it say that? I believe that's what the word says.
If you love, you wouldn't give it away.
Wayne, let me tell you something.
You still love it, even though you just share
really
it.
Appalled in how you play with everybody.
But you always really bragging on it.
It's ugly.
And money is always Wayne's way of saying I'm sorry or making amends, or I took care of you, or I paid some bills, or I'm giving you this monthly stipend. You use money as your weapon, as your grace, so to speak, for the damage that you've done to a woman, or how you appease them. That's what you use, money. So whether you giving it away, if you didn't have it, then what would you do? What would be your course of treating women right if you didn't have the money? Just your character? Just your duties? Just how you care for them? Or you just flat out hurt them and period? I don't know.
You really need to stop it. And we as women need to stop stabbing each other in the backs.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I get what you're saying. And when we do the podcast, bring that same energy. No, because we need a judge.
No, I'm going.
Because you're judging people.
I'm not judging anybody.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Oh, really? I'm judging. I'm
holding you accountable. I hate when people say, stop, don't judge me. Don't judge me. No, I'm telling you something to be better. I'm not judging you because I'm not one to judge. But just like I want to be better and I want somebody to check me and pull my hem up, pull my skirt down when I'm looking crazy. Don't have me out there looking. I said this in some skits a little while back. You not my friend. When I was talking about Amber. If we say something or critique her in any way, it's because we want to see her do better. We don't want to see her fall. We don't want to see her fail. If a friend see me going astray and they don't say nothing, I told you about the situation with my wig going back and I was at an event and nobody told my wig looked like it was slipping back. I was so pissed off when I saw it in a picture because I said none of these heifers told me a doggone thing. So I know ain't none of y'all my friend. And that's just in life. It's not about judging. Tell me if something needs to be corrected so I can make myself better. Point it out. Maybe I don't see. Maybe I don't realize. Maybe I'm so blind by something that I'm so close to the sun that I'm blinded. But when you step back, somebody else may see what I don't see. That ain't judging. That's constructive criticism. just to help you improve. Not that I'm better.
Telling you my experiences of what I've gone through. Women stabbing me in the back. Experiences of being with you and you just throwing us away like we ain't nothing. That's not who am I judging?
Everybody talking
I'm
their
actually
pain,
judging
boy.
myself.
I gave you.
I'm stupid.
We're working together now.
I'm just trying to figure out why. Why do we have to work together
Because you
in
love
this?
money.
In this, why do we have to work together in this toxic environment?
Because life is already toxic.
Everybody got a choice on here. Everybody got a choice. So what's your reason for being here? Is it the money that you saying is the root of all evil, Amber? What's your reason for being on this podcast? Because you don't need it. Or you can start your own. You got your businesses. You don't need it. Shayla need it. Shayla need it. Lauren always looking for a bag. Now that's her new man, her boo thing. So of course she gonna be there. She probably thinking she gonna get paid more. Delicia always about the bag. Hey, that's why she with him on. Honeypot, girl, you don't need to be there. But you still care about Wayne. And you ain't gonna let none of these women, because you started it, like you said, it was your idea. You ain't letting none of them women get the best of you, and you slip out while they benefit. So everybody got some kind of ego-driven reason behind it. And Shayla, she just need a doggone job. Amber, you don't need to be there. You really don't.
I didn't create this situation. You listen here. At the end of the day, we just beautiful women. I
Amber face.
To work with.
To work with or to sleep with? I'm just trying to figure that out.
Amber, we're not gonna go there.
We're not gonna go there.
We're here.
We're not gonna go.
We're here though.
Day while that man proposed and put that rock on your finger, you was rocking over here.
For sure.
So how you gonna sit there?
Look at Shayla's face.
I'm not judging. I actually take full accountability for my actions.
You do?
But do you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Child support.
Oh my God. Here we go. Back to.
When anybody want to hear about no child support, Lord, she said when Anthony put that rock on your finger, you was rocking over here. Oops, Amber. Oops. She said, yes, I was. I have accountability. I sure was. And that was messed up. But that joke, I'm divorcing him today.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
How
why.
about Tamara's heart? How about that?
I know some people heart really broke.
Who?
That girl sit up here fully good and healthy. We think that hurt worse. This girl probably eats shrimp. Shrimp is bad for the parasites. You want to talk about that?
Oh, so Lord. You jump from one subject to another. Anybody talking about the scavenger? Ain't nobody talking about the scavengers. We talking about you, the scavenger. You want to be a bottom feeder over there chomping on Lauren raggedy tail. She the shrimp and the lobster and the crab that you chomping on. That's the scavenger right there. A scammer scavenger. That so when you talk about the other scavenger that she shouldn't be eating, look at the scavenger over there to your right that you eating on. Nasty. All right, Wayne. Amber said her point, and that's the truth. And everybody can digest on that and learn from them words. And that was the truth what she said about women, because we need to cut that out. It is what it is. Regardless of the faults, somebody that may have a faults can still speak on what they have learned about themselves, what they had to correct in themselves, and point it out to somebody else from their experience. You know, I'm telling you this because of what I know. I did the same thing. It's not good. Don't go this route. It's not good to your character. You have to think about how you treat people. Women, we need to think about how we treat each other. Wayne, you did some diabolical mess. And if you all about that Bible, be a little bit more mindful as to what you do. Because it ain't all about that almighty dollar and just using women and thinking that they disposable. Because you do. You got to stop. You got to stop, and you got to be mindful and forget your money, because God gave it to you. He could take it away. And then what? What will you use to hold on to them then, Wayne? Will they look at you the same if you didn't have any money? Will you be talking the way you talking if you didn't have a dime? All right, Wayne. Let's go. Who next? Because, who? Lord, who? Did Shayla speak? We got Shay and Lauren next, I guess. All right, y'all. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Peace, and we out.